But it seems like Candace is confused and doesn't really understand why we are where we are. So I just want to let her know this is how I feel. I don't need an apology. I don't need anything from her in the story.
Do you have any problem areas?
Hips kind of tight.
Gotcha.
Do you have any updates on the job search?
Well,
I mean, I'll be honest, I'd want to see you working because I know that that's your passion. But before you get a job, let's make sure we be intentional on spending more time with each other. And Juan, you hear me? He's asleep.
2 things you can count on: taxes and 1 embarrassing Robbyn. Hey y'all, it's your captain for all things creative coming at you with the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 8, Episode 10 review. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you're returning, thank you so much for rocking with us. Let's get into the episode. Wasn't a lot that happened. It was very mother-daughter heavy with Karen and Raven being the first mother-daughter duo that we see. And they go to a tattoo parlor to get a matching tattoo in honor of Karen's mother who had passed. So it's like a little G. It was very cute. And then you also see Karen shading Robbyn and Juan by saying how she and Ray are not going to get matching tattoos because Robbyn and Juan got matching tattoos, and look at where it got them. And then while she's getting the tattoo, Karen's really funny because she's making police car noises. I was like, is this Mr. Officer right now? She's like, ew, ew, ew. It was very funny. So next you see Candace planning her Mother's Day event. She excludes Gizelle from the invite. But Amada asks her she'll try again with Robbyn, and Candace says she'll think about it. Next you see Wendy talking about her talk show, and she fires her old team who wants like 50% of the money from the show, even though it's all Wendy's idea. And she's hiring a new team who just want her to lock down the concept further, since Wendy's still a little bit all over the place talking about she want to talk about like politics and also like entertainment. And it's better if she picks a lane, but it's her show, and I'm pretty sure it's already up on YouTube, so she could do what she wants. So next you see Nneka and her sister, and since Nneka's mother is too far away, I believe in like Michigan or something, her sister is the one that's going to go with her to the Mother Day event. And then you see the first major scene of the show, which is a double mom and daughter date, which is Gizelle and Grace and Karen and Raven. And they're all going to talk about college, and they also reminisce about their Jack and Jill cookie baking contest. I think the show originally was supposed to be all about the Jack and Jill aspect. So it's cool that they, brought it up again, because really that's the core of the show. It was to highlight Jack and Jill moms. And that cookie story, I feel like we've heard before. And they did show flashbacks about it. But Raven was trying to give Grace good advice. So I thought the best thing that Raven said was, you don't have to have it all together when you go to college. You just need the bravery to go, and just having the courage is all you need to start. And that's true for a lot of things, man. It's like, you're never going to be 100% prepared even to be a parent. But like once you, make the decision to do it, and you stick to it, and you give it your best, obviously you never know 100%, and you could always prepare more, but you just go along and you learn the tools you need, So next you see all the other girls basically besides Gizelle and Wendy at or getting ready for Candace's event. And before the event, you do see Robbyn with her boys, as you saw in the intro to the video. They're getting stretched out. And then when Robbyn gets the invite, she reacts very poorly. But even Juan's like, come on, that was a nice thing. And it's interesting how Juan doesn't have her back. But I agree with him here, because it's like, why are you side-eyeing an olive branch like that? If anything, I do feel like Robbyn would probably forgive Candace for if Gizelle wasn't in the picture. But you do see that when Robbyn tries to talk to why he falls asleep on her, which is so funny because he never misses a chance to just do something embarrassing. And then in the confessional though, Robbyn says how, Candace is confused. So she's going to clearly tell Candace that she wants nothing from her. She don't want nothing to do with her. And Candace needs to get to him because they were calling her that thing and stuff in the last um, episode or the last trip in Austin. It's just very unfortunate to watch Candace take all this disrespect lying down from the Green Eyed Bandits. She needs to stop. So then you see Ashley and Sheila getting ready and they're having this mother-daughter moment. And then Mia shows up without her mom, and Karen also shows up without her mom. Karen was first, and she looked fabulous, and she's plugging La Dame to the perfume people because Candace has some kind of station where the moms can all get fragrances. And Candace did put a lot of class and really nice touches into the event between the perfume bottles and the decor, and she had invitations that were like hand delivered that were made in Paris, France. Like Candace, she deserves to be on the show mostly because she brings the fabulosity, the wealth, the aspirational aspects in terms of her music career. In the event, she also sings and showcases one of her songs. She's one of the better Housewives of Potomac, and she can read and give a lot of funny commentary. And so in this episode, she classes up the joint. So shout out to Candace. I definitely feel like this episode, her and the Grand Dame were the heart and soul of the episode again. Next, you see again Mia is alone, and she says in her confession, I guess, that like her mom is still choosing her sister over her in her eyes, so they're not in a good place. You also see Wendy on the phone with Candace, and she says that she didn't come because she had a book signing at the same time. But Wendy's book bin came out, so I just feel like she did not want her mom to get into it with Aneka again. And in a little bit of ways, I kind of feel like Candace was setting up Wendy to have this big confrontation because, like, when they do these Mother's Day things, granted, the timeline tracks because Karen's birthday is May 3rd, and then Mother's Day is usually like May 19th ish or whatever. So they would have been back from Austin by now. It would be, the time to do a Mother's Day event, but I just feel like it was a setup, a scheme that Todd set up to get Wendy and her mama to confront Nneka and her sister. Nneka and her sister were there. And even though Nneka heard Wendy on the phone, Nneka brought up Wendy not being there and asked Candace, wait, even though she was on the phone, she's not coming. So I think Nneka wanted the smoke. And I think production would have loved it if Wendy and her mom came. But I'm proud of Wendy for not giving them that because calling, Wendy's mama, which really crossed the line. And this would have been a good scene, though, from drama purposes. But it's not worth it, to take the disrespect. So besides Wendy dodging a big bullet, you see Charisse there. And Mia and Charisse talk about Karen just for a little bit. Charisse makes a kind of shady comment, I think, saying that if people don't acknowledge her fabulosity, then, they don't need to be in their life. But then Charisse tells Mia that she spoke to her friend Jacqueline. And then Nneka said she also met Jacqueline with Charisse. And according to Nneka, Jacqueline was talking Mia's business for about 2 hours. So I think Mia would do well to make up with Jacqueline because I think Jacqueline knows where all the bodies are buried. And right now she's dry snitching a little bit, I guess, to whoever would listen. But Mia did say last episode that her and Jacqueline's beef runs very deep. And one of their beefs is tied to like a sexual grape or assault or something. So we have to see how those two can move forward since they do have such problems. If she's bad talking her for 2 hours to strangers like Neka, that's really bad. So then we see that Robbyn also refuses Candace's invite. But Candace says that her and Robbyn are going to meet later in the week, which is a big scene at the end of the episode. And then Ashley also says her confessional that she thinks Wendy chose not to, jump into the drama with her mama by not coming. And then Ashley said she would have brought her mother and been happy to stand up for herself. But here at the party or event, we also see Charisse ask Ashley about the divorce and Ashley dragging her feet about it and saying, it's going to take time. I don't think Ashley and Michael are getting divorced anytime soon. She wants that money and she doesn't want to be embarrassed by him. So that's why she's acting like they're divorced, but they be vacationing together, all kind of thing. So after Candace sings her song to everybody, they press Karen about inviting the whole group to Surrey County, because especially Ashley's like, well, when are we all going to get together? And then Karen says she's not going to invite all the girls to Surrey County because she's going to have to be liable for them insurance-wise. So she says she's going to pick a couple of them, basically kind of out of a hat, kind of. And they will do an event in Surrey, but not with everybody. So the final scene, finally, Candace and Robbyn meet. Candace says she's there to listen. Robbyn says she thought that Candace lied on her, tried to spread lies and trash her in the press. To be fair, Candace did not lie on Robbyn, but the conspiracy theory aspect I get, because Robbyn's saying it wasn't a conspiracy on her part to, hide what Juan had going on by, focusing on what Gizelle was accusing Chris of. But at the same time, that's how it worked. Their reality show, and just the fact that Robbyn hid a real story to go around with Gizelle and meet up with, Candace and Chris to talk about that fake story about Chris, hitting on people, did take away from the show, because again, once people found out that, they had this real drama that they chose to sell on Patreon instead of on Bravo, it did cheapen the show and it made people side-eye what was going on with the whole cast. But the way Candace was speaking about it could have got Robbyn fired. So when Robbyn says that she felt like Candace meant for something detrimental to happen to her, I did kind of agree with Robbyn, because Candace could have gotten her fired if what she was saying gained more traction among, production and whoever was hiring and firing at Bravo. Because I actually thought that Robbyn was going to get fired too. But, they go back and forth. And then Candace walks out crying because she realized that Robbyn is not going to see it for her. And hopefully she gets the message. Candace, Robbyn is not your friend. Ashley's probably not even your friend either. It was nice that you invited her, to the event. But a lot of these women's just trying to survive, and they're not real friends. So say what you thought about the show in the comments. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. What I want to see is Wendy, try to at least call out Aneka for, what she has done with, the mother allegations and the witchcraft, because Wendy can't keep hiding and not going to events. I kind of wish she was there with her mother, like I said, but I guess in this instance, when the beef is still fresh, she probably thought it would go to hell in a handbasket, if they all met. So since she can't control her mother, especially, probably would be best for Wendy, to meet Aneka one-on-one. But I do want to see how things get resolved. It's a boring season. It's kind of irritating, but I want to see them correct all this. All right, so just remember you're the master of your fate and the captain of your soul, and we'll check it out next time. Bye.